Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of my channel which I will be explaining some editing techniques that I use to create short videos for Instagram, TikTok and shorts for YouTube from my longer videos that I do about cities and traveling and make them into short and really engaging videos. So here I'm scrolling around some of the important folders that we have to create in order to make our project, and right here I got clips in which I got all my clips from the previous shoot, and then we have a folder for the sequence, and the sequences are everything that it's related with the bigger, it's like the container of all the clips, plus also some nesting material in which we nest. Is the purpose of it is just to do some other advanced effects, but we will dive into it later. And there we go, that's our other folder that I name it other, but it's really the sequence. And we have the music folder in which we got all our music for our shorts and our long form videos. And there is the DaVinci folder. DaVinci, it's the color grading app that I use, and it's really recommended because it creates stunning like it pops all the colors basically. So here we have like a comparison. I will search another clip that I use from this Japanese restaurant, and you will see that it's not possible to achieve with Premiere Pro only, and you have to download the DaVinci Resolve program. So here I'll just have a little look and we're gonna see, it's just amazing. You guys know, if you delve into color grading and you're interested, you definitely need to go into DaVinci Resolve. And all my clips I do record them on S-Log, and it's the format, the picture profile it's called, that goes for Sony if you want to capture the most information. It's like RAW in photograph, but in this time it's video, so you compress all that, and that's why it looks dull, very colorless, and then look, it's just full of color. And that's the program that I use, DaVinci Resolve, and we will be also doing some videos about it. And here is my folder for special effects, in which I used to enhance the sound design from the whole project. So we got a material for different things like transitions, and also for some sound effects about the atmosphere, like the streets or cars, bikes, and all of that. So here we go. We're gonna show you the sequence. So this is called the sequence window, and the timeline, sorry, it's called the timeline, and it's full of all the clips from the long project. So here we go with the sound effects here in the below, and the music, it's all about the audio, and in the top you can see the clips that I use. So at the moment we have 5 minutes of that long video, but we want to make it really short. So here I'm gonna show you how to download sound first. That's what we're gonna do first, and we're gonna do it from Instagram because we are targeting Instagram Reels. And if you're targeting YouTube, you will go into YouTube. But why are we going to the platform? Because we want to get the audio that it's trending. So in this case, what we're gonna do is we go into our Instagram app and we choose any influencer that has a lot of followers and views on their post, in order to make it, better for us, because that means that we are enhancing our algorithm in order to see that our video becomes more searchable. And yeah, that's what we want to do basically, just like make it short and simple. And that means also for sure doing a lot more fast edits. So this is going to be a really fast edit. We're going to do it in the same timeline. We're not going to pick any other timeline to start from there because we want to have control. We want to see all the clips from our long video. So that's why we're working the same timeline to make the video. When you find the music that you want for your video, you're going to go into YouTube downloader program and download that same audio, but that doesn't mean you're gonna upload that same audio into the video. It's just to have it as a guidance. So what you want to do later, I will explain better, but it's basically to add this exact same audio that the Instagram reel has. So you will basically use that audio instead of using the audio from the Premiere Pro project, if that makes sense. I'll show you later. There is our timeline. We're working on the editing window, and we want to just use 30 seconds of all of that project. So I'll quickly just start picking some clips, and basically we're gonna pick like really high impact clips, and we're just gonna like choose an order and start choosing the best parts of it. And this is a really fast-paced project, so we're just gonna choose those moments that are high impact because it's for Instagram and we want to make it 30 seconds, so we want to use most of the clips. That's what I mean. And possibly we won't be able to use them all, but we'll definitely try our best. And until we've got most of our clips there, we're just gonna rearrange them. And also those clips, as you see, they have some kind of tags, like blue tags. Those are like effects that I put there beforehand in the long-term video. It's called a warp stabilizer, because some of the clips, as you saw, they are like handheld, but some of the effect that it does in some of those clips, I don't like it, so I just stabilize it. But I do like the handheld effect for this video in some of clips. And there we go. We so far picked the best looking videos, and usually it's on the end of each clip, which is the best part. I don't know in my case, so I took that as an advantage and saves me time. So I will finish with the best clip, which is that one from the river you saw. And then I'm just going to rearrange everything, see if I like it, and do some trims, clipping, and I think we're done. So then we are going to put our title, and we can use, I prefer to use the color yellow because it pops up from every background. And on the effects control, you're gonna see that same title, and you're gonna see it because of the name of your title, the name that you put in it. It's the one you're gonna see in the effects control panel. And when you have your title ready, then you're going to go into a special effects. So I use Artlist, and this is not sponsored or anything. This is just my personal use program I do for all my sound effects, like for transitions and all of that. So I really recommend you subscribe into a more professional library. And you can also do those sound effects by yourself. Actually, in my long form video, some of those effects are done with the same recordings from the streets, because we know the sounds of the streets sometimes can be pretty cool. Really nice, like, atmosphere or room tones you see there. Or in this case, we're gonna use like very artificial sounds in this sense that it makes it more punchy. And we want like also camera clicks, and in many of my videos you're gonna see like there's shutters, and we can put there's some keywords like camera shutter, and then that's how we're going to rearrange our library. So we're gonna put those sound effects in the sound effects library, and then we're gonna place them on the corresponding clips. So that will be totally up to you. And that is how we're gonna do it. So we're just gonna place our sound effects and behind the music, and then we are going to be finished with that. So we're gonna review it and see if we're happy with it, and then in the end we're going to go to a graphics panel. So this is a very important thing, because for me, after visuals, the animations come really handy with short form videos that wants to create high impact. So in my case, I use lots of graphics from Adobe Stock and also from the same program, from Premiere, that makes like a really cool transition effect. So in this case we have like a film glitch, and with the film glitch we're gonna just put it in between the clips that I consider the most important ones. So like in this instance, the first clip, it's really important. We want to show those effects, and in the middle of the clip of the timeline, I would say, and somehow somewhere in the end, and that's how we're gonna do it. So placing those graphics are really important, and I really recommend you have a time to choose your graphics, because that's gonna create a lot of impact on your video. So as you can see in the graphics panel, it's one of those windows I told you. So if you use a graphic from Adobe Stock, it will tell you to drag the two clips that you want to fuse in order to create the effect transition. So you're gonna go into the graphics panel, then properties, and then what I do is I select the clips and I go match clip. So to match the clip, you will go into the window sequence in the very top. So then you're gonna select match clip, and then it's going to appear in the source panel in the left, on the upper left, and then you're gonna drag it into the corresponding the graphic. So you're going to select the graphic and then go into properties and then place the clips from the source panel into the graphic. So that's how I do it. And then we have some really cool graphics, and this is pretty much the end of that part. And when you're happy with the graphics, you check everything it's as you want it to, then you have to check the levels. The sound levels are really important, that you're not picking any of the sound effects. Picking means we have the level that it's a green bar on the right side, as you see on the timeline. We cannot peak. Peaking means that you will overdo and probably clip your sound, so it will like overpower. And if it's red, as you can see, if it goes more than -6, it's going to be really loud. So you want to keep it in between -18 and -6 in the levels. And what you can do there is just select the clip the sound that you want in the timeline, and that little bar on the middle, that it's the levels, you're gonna drag it down and see that it's in between -18 and -6, so you have the right levels. We're going to level everything that it's above -6, and then everything's done pretty much. And the last thing we can do is hit export, and we're gonna name our project and save it. So that is the end of this video, and I hope you really like it. For the export settings, I am going to make a bit of a more explanatory video on how to do it, depending on the project that you want to do. But at the moment, it's pretty straightforward. You just put in a name, location that you want to save it, and you're going to select the resolution you shot on. So in my case, it will be like HD. So pretty much the high resolution. That's pretty much it. And then you hit export. You review the video before you export it. You make sure that it's correct and it's not missing anything, and then you will hit export, and that's it. we finish with a beautiful background. And thank you so much, guys, for seeing this video. I will place the end video in the end so you can see it, and hopefully you have a blast. And I will post some more videos about Premiere and DaVinci soon on how to edit. And if you really like that, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.
Am I waiting for a recall? 'Cause I let you